yung the largest and the smallest numbers. How far apart are the numbers?
I will now check the work of group 1. So the first task is to arrange the data into ascending order. So they have answered 8, 12, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50, which is correct. And then the second is, what is the smallest number in the data is 8. It is correct. And number 2, we have the largest number in the data. We have 50. It is correct. And the number 3 is the difference between the highest and the lowest scores in the data. And it is correct. 42. So number 4, how far the numbers? Their answers are numbers are mostly 5 units apart except for 8, 12, and 15. So as we can see in the data given, 8, 12, we have 4 gaps. 12 to 15 we have 3, and 15 to 20 we have 5, until 45 to 50, and their answer is correct. And for group 2, they are given the same data. The first thing is to arrange the data into ascending order. Their answers are 8, 12, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So the first question is, what is the smallest number in the given data? It is 8. And the second question is, what is the largest number in the given data? And their answer is 50. And the question number 3, what is the difference between the highest and the lowest numbers in the given data? And their answer is 42, which is all correct. Question number 4, how far apart are the numbers far from each other? Their answer, the number are 5 units apart except for the first 2 gaps. The difference of 8 and 12 is 4, and the difference between 12 and 15 is 3, which is correct. And all groups got the correct answers.
What have you observed from the activity class? Sige.
We arrange the numbers from lowest to highest, ma'am.
Okay, very good. You arrange the numbers from lowest to highest. What else? Tisha.
We find the highest value.
Okay. Another answer? Let me know.
We find the lowest value.
Okay, very good. Find have four measures of variability. We have the range, average deviation, standard deviation, and the variance. So to understand it better, let us first talk about what is the range. So the range is the simplest measure of variability. It is the difference between the largest and the smallest value. The formula for the mean, we have the R is equal to H minus L, where our R is our range and H is our highest score and L is our lowest score. There are steps in finding the range. How many steps in finding the range?
Three.
There are three. Can you read the three steps?
So the first step is arrange the data in ascending order. The second step is identify the highest and lowest scores. And the last step or the third step is calculate range using the formula R is equals to H minus A.
Okay, very good. So the first step in finding the range is to arrange the data in ascending order. So you have to arrange the given and group data from lowest to highest order. Next, we have to identify the highest and lowest scores. By arranging the data into ascending orders, you easily find the highest and the lowest scores, which you could avoid confusion and misunderstanding. And number three, we have the calculate range using the formula. As what I have given you earlier, the formula for finding our range will be the R equals to H minus lowest. So example, given the scores of the following grade 7 students, 43, 46, 40, 39, 45, 42, 47, 50, 49, 39, and we have to find the range. So what is our first step in finding the range?
Arrange the numbers from so we need to arrange from lowest to highest order.
Okay, very good. We have to arrange the given data from lowest to the highest. So can we arrange the data from ascending order? Let's go. We arrange the data in ascending order. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. And our highest score is 20. Lowest score is 6. So again, our formula in finding the range is R is equals to H minus highest minus lowest. 20 minus 6 is our range is 14. Do you have any questions about finding the range, class?
None, ma'am.
Okay, let's proceed. And the second measures of variability is the average or mean deviation. Let us define what is an average or mean deviation. Mean or average deviation is the dispersion of a set of data of the average. This data is the average deviation or mean deviation. So the formula for the average deviation is AD is equal to the summation of the absolute value of x minus mean all over n, where our AD is our average deviation and x will be our individual score. Our x with bar is our mean and n will be
Example,
our scores.
given the scores of the following grade 7 students, 43, 46, 40, 39, 45, 42, 47, 50, 49, and 39, find the average deviation. For finding the average deviation, we will first find our mean. So our formula for mean, we have x with bar is equal to the summation of x over n. X with bar, our x is our individual score, 43 plus 46 plus 40 plus 39 plus 45 plus 42 plus 47 plus 50 plus 49 plus 39 all over our n, which is 10. Next, we have to add all the individual scores. We get 440 divided by 10. Our mean now is 44. Now that we have our mean, let's do this table. In finding for our average deviation, we will need this table with 4 columns. The 4 column, we have our score or our x or our individual score, which are the 43, 46, 40, 39, 45, 42, 47, 50, 49, and 39. And you will get the total number of score, which is 10. And next, we have our mean. So we have earlier, we have just computed our mean, and it is 44. And you will plug in all the 44 in our individual score. Next, we will get our x minus the mean. Our x is 43 minus our mean 44, we get negative 1. 46 minus our mean 44, we have 2. 40 minus 44, we have negative 4. 39 minus 44, negative 5. 45 minus 44 equals to 1. 42 minus 42, 44 is equal to negative 2. 47 minus 44 is equal to 3. 50 minus 44 is equal to 6. And 49 minus 44 is equal to 5. 39 minus 44 is equal to negative 5. The last column is our absolute value of x minus our mean. So when we say absolute value, all the negative numbers will become positive numbers. So our negative 1 here will become 1. Next, we have 2. Negative 4 will become 4. Negative 5 will become positive 5. 1, it will become 1. Negative 2 will become positive 2. 3, 3, 6 will become 6. 5, 5, and negative 5 will become positive 5. So once you will get the absolute value of our x minus mean, you will get the summation of it. So the summation of the absolute value of x minus mean is, meaning you have to add all the values of x minus mean. So we have the total of 34. So using now our formula, AD is equal to the summation of the absolute value of x minus mean all over n. We will now substitute our value. AD is equals to 34 over 10. Our average deviation now is 3.4.
sigma squared plus the summation of x minus mean squared over n, where our sigma squared is our variance and our x is our individual score, and x bar is our mean, and n is the total number of scores. Number one, we have given the scores of the following grade 7 students: 46, 43, 40, 39, and 45, 42, 47, 50, 39, 49, and 39. We have
For our
defined
example number
variance.
1, given the scores of the following grade 7 students 43, 46, 40, 39, 45, 42, 47, 50, 49, and 39, we will find the variance. So the first thing to do in computing our variance is to look for our mean. So the formula for our mean is summation of x over n, where our x are 43 plus 46 plus 40 plus 39 plus 45 plus 42 plus 47 plus 50 plus 49 plus 39 over 10, and the sum of all the scores is 440 divided by 10, and we have now our mean is 44. Again, for us to get easy in solving for our variance, we will need this table. So the first column, we have our x, or our individual score, which are the 43, 46, 40, 39, 45, 42, 47, 50, 49, 39, and we will get the total number of scores, which is 10. And the next column will be our mean, and we have just computed earlier about our mean, which is 44. And the next, we need to find the x minus mean, meaning 43 minus 44, we have negative 1. 46 minus 44, we have 2. 40 minus 44 is equal to negative 4. 39 minus 44 is equal to negative 5. 45 minus 44 is equal to 1. 42 minus 44, we have negative 2. 47 minus 44 is equal to 3. 50 minus 44 is equal to 6. 49 minus 44 is equal to 5. And 39 minus 44 is equals to negative 5. Next column will be our x minus mean squared. So we have to square our x minus mean. So 1 squared is equals to 1. 2 squared is 4. Negative 4 squared, 16. Negative 5 squared, 25. 1 squared is 1. Negative 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. 6 squared is 36. 5 squared is 25. And negative 5 squared is 25. After getting the square of our x minus mean, we will compute now for the summation of x minus mean squared. So all you have to do is to add all the values in the x minus mean squared, which is the total of 146. Now that we have just computed for the summation of x minus mean squared, we will now use our formula for variance. Variance is equals to the summation of x minus mean squared all over n. Variance is equal to 146 over 10, and our variance now will be 14.6.
Have any question about variance? None. Okay, let's proceed to the fourth measures of variability, which is the standard deviation. Let us define what is standard deviation. So standard deviation provides some idea of the distribution of scores around the mean. The formula for our standard deviation, we have ST is equal to the square of the summation of x minus mean squared all over n, where our ST stands for the standard deviation, x as our individual score, x bar is our mean,
Again, we will
and
be
n is the
using
number of
this
scores.
given data to find for our standard deviation. The first step in solving for our standard deviation is by getting the mean, the summation of x over n. We have to sum all the individual scores divided by the total number of scores, which is 10, and we will get the mean of 44. Now, to solve for our standard deviation, we will use the same table that we used earlier in getting our variance. The variance and standard deviation is quite similar in computing them. The only difference of the two is that standard deviation have the square root in the formula. The formula now for our standard deviation, we have SD is equals to the square root of the summation of x minus mean squared all over n. SD is equals to the square root of 146 over 10. Then we get the SD is equals to the square root of 14.6 or 3.82.
Do you now understand how to solve the four measures of variability?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions or any clarifications?
None, ma'am.
Okay, if none, let us proceed with our activity. The same group, two groups. The
Group
group
1 will
group
answer this problem. And of course, group 2 will answer this problem.
Okay, since you already have answered all the activity correctly, let me ask a question. What are the four measures of variability? Give me one, Alicia.
Average deviation.